Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Batman, the Telltale series. I am your host, Kenny Joe. Now, there have been a few slight changes. Not just like the day that you guys are seeing this, but more or less within the game itself. I tried playing part 2, ran into an issue, lost the video for it and everything else, so I have to redo it. So what happened was I skipped over episode 1, so it just kind of made the decisions. All my big decisions stayed the same with the exception of, instead of hanging Falcone there, he was thrown onto a pipe. So, that's basically the only difference, major difference thus
I don't
far.
have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you.
Oh, the purple hair, punk.
Like,
Noticed, realized me, I got noticed.
This better not come back to bite us. Look, I get that, Harv, okay? And it means a lot to me. I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about.
Yes.
Look, I'm
It's
all
personal.
for blind support. This is a personal matter, Harvey. Fine, don't tell me. I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen,
Gordon.
finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks.
Thank you. Now stop trying to get fresh with me.
We had to put Falcone in the infirmary. Batman practically tore him in half. He's helped us a lot in the past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
Well, whoever he is behind the mask, Batman's a hero to me.
And that's the problem. People are either scared out of their wits or they're trying to copy him.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it.
Also, when I recorded this, they put him in the infirmary, even though he was just hanging there from... So, I mean, it didn't really change much between him hanging there and him going, like, having a pipe driven through him. Episode 2. Part 2. Like, honestly, all this looked the same. All this was the same. So, I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week. It's like a mausoleum in here.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met.
Yeah, well, this time I have good
I
reason.
knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you.
Screw you.
You're your father's son.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family.
Sure we
I thought
are.
you figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me. We ran this city. Still do.
Blah, blah. Well, you don't. You're gonna be dead.
Damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
Fine. So never mind, he's not gonna be dead. I ain't gonna hurt him. Although I could kill him.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story.
Which is why I'm not gonna hurt you.
How much of your
Yet.
parents do you have in you?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark. Much better, kid. Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother. Your father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. I think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
So he's 29
You
in
really
this.
think I hired Jill? Sure. I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend.
It's probably Mayor Hill if it wasn't you. Oh god!
They're waiting for you in hell! The bastard had to die.
She's got some veins on her.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Well, they were my only chances to find out who killed his parents. Son of a whore.
We are in deep shit.
Yep.
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Maybe, maybe not.
Doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains?
Easy.
We gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody.
Harvey's right. We need to control this story or someone else will.
Then we need the whole story, not just part of it.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she
Yes,
did
sir.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
I feel like she was injected with something just because of her lips. Skin.
Her veins, still visible beneath her skin.
Oh, look, a puncture wound. It's a vampire.
Fresh injection site.
Vampire Pierre did it.
Doesn't look like blood.
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Thank you. Listen up.
Mr. Wayne? What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
Sergeant, you have to think. What do you remember?
Oh, God. Falcone. I was hoping it wasn't real.
Well, it's real,
I
sweetheart.
believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
And you did it.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light, like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I should've.
I'm
they were a
playing
million miles
detective.
away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Viva la revolution!
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
After this week, I'm going to like readjust
Found evidence that she
my
was drugged.
upload schedule.
A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant.
I think what I might do, I mean, nothing against this game, but with it being like a slow-paced, quick thing, I think I might just do it like, do this like
She
every day of the
remembers
week,
a voice saying something about
and then
revolution.
another video with it.
That's not much to go on.
Maybe. I don't know.
No.
I'll have to reconfigure.
Let's get Bruce out.
Because,
Alfred, I gotta get back.
I don't know, something just tells me to
Get a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
reconfigure my schedule, and because I mean, I just want to get this game over with, and I'm only in the second part of the
What are you
second
doing
chapter.
here?
There's 5 chapters in total with 5 parts, so that
GCPD have been telling stories
um
about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off.
Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held.
so let's see,
Know
so
anything
that
about
would take too long to
You
get
must have
done.
been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here. You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we put, but
Go to dinner
you
with me,
need to give
sweet
me
cheeks, so
something
we can
to
talk about
use.
it then.
Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
Because I'm Batman. And with that, thank you all so much for watching. Please hit that like button if you wish to see more of Batman, the Telltale series. Be sure to hit the subscribe buttons to get that notification, and I will see you guys around.